Vandaag ben jij de baby en ik je sugar daddy. Je weet toch nog zero betaald de bill. Jij krijgt alles wat je wil. Schat, let maar niet op de prijs. Die bol is van mij. Zet die moed in het ijs. Die bol is van mij. Je zegt me schat, geef eventjes je pas. Dan haal ik nog een rondje.
Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is season 2, episode 17. Welcome to Hanging with Anya. We're on second season, episode 17. The episode is called Echoes of the Forgotten. So those of you who are familiar with my episode, welcome back. And those of you are not, welcome to my new episodes. Welcome. And before we get started, please click like, share, and subscribe. I forgot to do that yesterday when we were signing off. So we are going to be reading 2 stories today, and we'll be doing 10 questions. So I am your live investigator. Those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Anya Smith. Hi, Chris. How are you, my love? Christopher says hello. Tell Fearless we found one stealing his stuff. It was Lion. He custody the bear was innocent. That's what Christopher says. Of course, Chris. Yeah, it wasn't the bear, it was the lion who did that. So, Fearless, if you're watching this, Christopher says that he found one stealing your stuff is actually the lion, of a spirit of a lion who's messing with your shit. So, thank you, Chris. Welcome back to my channel. So, and let's get started with the episode. I will be reading the 2 stories today. Let's go with the first one. Story 1, The Choir That Sang Itself to Death. In 1897, a church fire consumed everything except the choir robes. Ever since, the burnt down ruins echo with hymns at midnight, though no one is there. Wow, tragedy. Man, that is so sad. Here's question number 1. What memory does music hold? Well, there's a bunch of memories that can hold. Like gospel music, all the choirs, like say, concerts, any kind of memory, bunch of memories. I have memories of any kind of music, but people can hear them. Some people can, some people cannot. It's probably because it's the memory of the people who once went to church, did the choir, and they sang really good songs for the Lord, which is the worship songs. It's a memory. It's your past. Any kind of memory that comes out. So any kind of music that you would listen to comes through your mind. So let's go for the second one. Can tragedy leave behind harmony instead of horror? Yes, it can. Actually, it can. It's a tragedy. I mean, it's a memory from your past. A past comes from our deepest thoughts, and horrors can be a bit different than that. It's like a movie, but this is a real life memories, real things. So why do certain places refuse to stay silent? Well, that's a good one. So the reason why they refuse is because they want us to get them noticed. I still need to figure out what it is. So people who don't want to stay silent, they just want to blurt out everything, what's going on. Spirits, they just want people to get them noticed, and they want to tell the story, how it happened to them and what caused them with a tragedy. Okay. Would you attend a midnight mass led by spirits? Well, I probably would, but sometimes, well, I don't know, but it just happens. Hello, Fearless. He says hello, so hello, Fearless. Here's a question for you. Would you attend a midnight mass led by spirits? Christopher wants me to tell you, Fearless, that it was a lion, not a bear. The bear is actually innocent. So Fearless said, yes, I would. He also says, I'd be asking about Jesus. That's a good thing. Yes, Fearless would rather talk to Jesus about it. And yes, you can talk to Jesus about it. All you got to do is pray. So, I would probably pray, but yes, I usually pray silently, like in my own head. So, question number 5. Is it comforting or terrifying to hear ghostly singing? Sometimes it can be. Yes, but, and no. I don't think it's terrifying, but sometimes it can be, but at least maybe one of you or something like that can work. Okay, that's just weird. I don't know why this thing does that, so I don't know why it's speed reading. Fucking A. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on. Let's see. I don't know why this is just being weird. Okay, yeah, so I don't know why this thing acting weird. Sometimes this shit happens. It's like it says at 6. I don't know. Okay, sometimes my shit just acting up. Sorry, but is it okay? Is it comforting or terrifying to hear ghostly singing? Sometimes it can be. Okay, number 6, it's kind of weird. I don't know why it says, do you eat your boogers at night? But I don't. Okay, I don't. People, I don't think we should do the weird, embarrassing thing. Spirits just do a lot of weird shit. Let's go to number 7. Can devotion outlast death? Sometimes it can be, but yeah. Death is just death. someone is messing with my, I don't know, story. I don't know why. Someone is definitely doing it. It's so funny. Fearless, are you messing with my stuff? He's like, yes, it is. LMAO. Are you messing with my shit again? You're so funny. Okay, here's number 8. Would you sing along or stay silent? I would probably, I would probably sing along, but if I want to. Other than that, I would probably stay silent. But Fearless says no. Maybe it's the ghost. Well, that's what he says. Okay, so I probably would want to sing along, but with the spirit. So here's number 9. Well, I think he just did number 11. So, okay, here's number 9. Do spirits find peace in routine? Yes, they do, my friend. Yes, they do. Spirits want to find peace instead of being trapped in a limbo between the living and the dead, especially between limbos like hell and earth or heaven on earth. Spirits want to find bunch of pieces, like a peaceful afterlife. He says, no, they don't. Yes, they do, Fearless. They want to find peace. They just don't know how to find it. It just gets more confusing. So, let's go to number 10. What do echoes remember that people forget? Memories can echo. Spirits of the forgotten people from the past. It's the memory. It echoes because it's like in a repeat. It replays the memory. This is what happens. It's okay. So, last question before we go to the second story. If you followed the sound, would you find? I actually would, yes. I'll have to investigate it so many times. Yes, I actually would. So, I literally would follow the sound. You just have to follow it somehow. Well, maybe you might have to repeat it, but you have to follow the voice. Follow the sound, where it's coming from, and you might get the evidence. So let's go to the second story. The basement clock. A family inherits an old farmhouse. In the basement is a broken grandfather clock that chimes only when someone in the house is about to die. Ooh, that's very sad. Tragedy. And yet, kind of makes my blood boil. It just makes me so excited every time I read this. Okay. Question number 1 again for the second story. What's scarier, a ticking clock or one that only chimes for death? I haven't figured that out yet. There's a bunch of scarier clocks. I'm thinking like a bird or any kind of clock that chimes. It's a grandfather clock. It can be scarier. well, I don't know. He says death. And Fearless also says boo, boo boo. Well, Fearless, that might be true. It's actually death. It can be death, but okay, here's the second question. Would you stay in a house that predicts doom? I might want to stay, or I actually might want to run away. I might want to stay and investigate. I have to be a lot braver. So I probably would. I just want to be very brave and just go with it. How do we interpret signs from the unknown? That I have no idea. So Fearless is saying, for others, yes, I would, not for myself. Yeah, that might be true, but, well, I probably would do it for, I don't know, for myself or for others, but I might want to do it for others than myself, but I have never interpreted for anyone. I don't know any sign language at all. So let's go to number 4 question. Is the clock cursed or warning you? Some clocks can be cursed. Some are a warning. What do you think, Fearless? Is the clock cursed or a warning? You let me know on the comment. I think it might be a curse. I mean, I've never believed in curses. But this story is almost based on almost real life events, but it's a story. And I love ghost stories. I used to be scared of them when I was a teenager, but he says both. Yeah, he says both. Yeah, it could be both, but I think it might be, yes. So, can time itself be haunted? Yes, it can. It can be both. It can be anything. Time is time. It can be haunted. And Fearless says cursed and story. He's like, no, it can't. Well, I think it might be, but I normally don't believe in curses. So, okay, number 6. Would you destroy the clock or learn from it? That's a good question. I probably would learn from it and then destroy it. Literally, I probably would. He says time doesn't exist outside itself. He also says learn. Yes, I actually would learn from it. I would want to figure it out. Why, and how it is. So, number 7. Does knowing your end help or harm you? I think it might. Yes, it might help learning a lot of knowing about the end, but harming, you just have to figure it out. But it might be a no. So we have a couple more questions and then we will sign off. So, is death a message or a messenger? I think it's both. It can be both. It depends on anyone or anything. Death It can be both. It's a message. It can be a messenger, but I think it might be both. But it depends on the person. So we have 2 more questions left before signing off. So, have you ever felt a countdown without knowing why? Yes, I can feel it. Yes, I can still feel it. My friend Fearless says, well, here's what he says. Both depends on the message, and he's like, oh yeah, but yes, it is. So he also says how. He's like, I have, but yes, I can feel it still. Okay, last question. What if every sound had meaning? It might, but yeah. What if it did? But it might be a good thing to learn and follow it somehow. Figured out how the sound becomes very meaningful. So, yeah. It probably would. Fearless, what if every sound had meaning? What do you think of it? I probably think that it might be a good meaning, but it's helpful. I can learn from it. You just have to follow every sound you hear in the house, every inch of the house, like every room of it. All right, so we have less time now, so we are out of time. So next week we'll be talking about, well, gonna be doing second season still. Episode 18. Our new episode is gonna be silent agreements. So we're not gonna be reading that until next week. I just want to say thanks for tuning in. Before I signed into this channel today, we made a cake. I made an actual cherry cheesecake. If anyone would like it, you can make it. If you want, there's ingredients, and there are special recipe that you can use that's in a box that you can buy at Family Fair. It's a cheesecake, like a cherry cheesecake. So don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. I'm signing off. Thanks for hanging with me. My name's Anya Smith. This is episode 17, second season. So please click like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next week. I'm about to head home. It's almost 3:30. It probably is. Actually, yeah, it's almost 3:30, so it's only 3:19. So thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week on season 2, so 18. I'm signing off, and good night. Bye.